Alright, welcome back to the channel. Warhammer Man back in the studio, and today we're taking a look at this week's official prices. So let's take a look down here. If you guys do enjoy these daily reactions, reviews, and news, painting, modeling, conversion, and magnetization tutorials, make sure to like and subscribe. It's absolutely free and really helps out the channel. We do daily videos on Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, Warcry, Horus Heresy, and all that good stuff. So here we've got the Leagues of Votann army set. So I recently did a video with the worst case scenario, which was essentially that they price this Votann army box the same way that they price the Knights army box. Now, that Chaos Knights army box was the most expensive army box we've ever seen. So again, that was worst case scenario. My best case scenario was that they priced the box at like 200 or 210. You know, similar to like the new starters that come out. And honestly, got to give it to Games Workshop. You guys know I am the first one to be critical of them when they do something idiotic. I am also the first one to give them props when they do something correct. And in this case, you know, they're not giving this thing away by any means, but they came in all the way at the bottom of the spectrum, exactly where I wanted them to, at $200 USD. So slow clap for Games Workshop on that one. And for my Canadian friends up north, $240 Canadian. So $200 USD for this. And we did the breakdown on it. You know, essentially we have to guess a little bit on the prices, but 10-man squads typically from GW costing $60. So that's $120. The bikes right here, another $60. That's $180. $35 a piece for the characters. That's another $70. That's $250. Plus $55 for the codex. That's $305. Plus $29 for the cards. That is $334 plus the tokens. When it's all said and done, this is about $334 worth of retail value, roughly, coming in at $200. That's a pretty good deal. It's basically about, it's about 33% off, roughly, a little bit more, almost 40% off. So it is a nice box. It's early access to the codex and models as well. So honestly, very impressed with the pricing here. Now, you know, you can compare it to some other game or some other company or whatever, and I'm sure $200 is still a lot of money, but that's not what we're here for. We are here for Warhammer, and in this case, this is a good price relative to what it could have been, or, you know, retail MSRP, however you want to look at it. So 200 USD. Like I said, I will definitely be picking that up. Definitely looking forward to the Votann, and I will do a tutorial on how to green stuff your own beers for all the hardcore dire fans out there that, you know, like the OG dwarves in space with actual beards. And then moving on here, we've got some of our necromunda stuff. So we have the Goliath necromunda Maulers. These are pretty good. 2 in a box with some variables. You can build like the front whale a little bit different. We have 47 USD for those, or 56 Canadian. So 47 bucks for these, right in line with all of the other vehicles and everything. No surprise there. They're pretty cool. And then next we have the necromunda Aranthian Succession Cinderak Burning. So the Aranthian Succession Cinderak Burning hardback book, $50 for that, or $60 Canadian. 50 USD or 60 Canadian. Okay, and then next we have for the necromunda dice. So we have the Squat Ironhead Prospectors Gang Dice. We have the Orlock Ashwaste Dice. We have the Ashwaste Nomads dice set. We have the Ashwaste Vehicle dice. And then we also have Necromunda Goliath Ashwaste Gang dice. And Necromunda Goliath, Tactics cards. Okay, so there's an extra set of dice that's not pictured here. So there's one extra set of dice that's not pictured. All the dice, including the Necromunda Vehicle dice, are $18 or $24 Canadian. 18 or $24 Canadian. And it'll be the Ironhead Prospector Squats, the Ashwaste Nomads, the Orlock, and then the Goliath are the ones not pictured. And then just keeping on down here. Oh, wait, hang on. GW changed the article. So very interesting. GW came in and changed this article in the last couple of days. So these are the Goliath dice, I guess. Oh man, I have to look at the symbols. I can't remember which is which. Is it on the book right here? No, I don't see it. All right, so yeah, I can't remember which one is which, but that is it. Regardless which one you want, they're $18. So interesting. They definitely came in and updated this article since then. So then here's our Goliath Ass Waste Tactics cards. Really, it's just Goliath Gang Tactics cards. 1650 or 22 Canadian. And then we've got our books here as well. We have the Nightbringer 20th Anniversary Edition. $30 hardback novel or 35 Canadian. And then we have the Vorbis Conspiracy paperback. For some reason, this does make me curious. It's just something like a little different. But $16 paperback or 17 Canadian. But let's be real. The main reason we're here today was to see the price on that Votann Army box. And I have to say, props to GW for pricing it at $200. They had definitely been getting a little bit out of control and making it hard to anticipate what they were going to price things at. They obviously have had some recent failures. Necromunda Ash Waste was a complete flop. I saw it discounted. Well, right now it's discounted lower than I've seen it yet. And I picked up Ash Waste for under $200 shipped with tax. So the fact that it's already 33% off or more, really I got it for 40% off, tells you that, you know, obviously GW has no more pricing power. They have overpriced so many things that they have flopped that finally they're back to pricing things regular again, even though nothing has really changed for them. I mean, UK is in a tough spot right now. So, you know, I mean, everybody is, but they are particularly in a tough spot, really Europe in general. So, but we'll see what happens. Obviously, this is a cool box. It's loaded with models. So we'll do some follow-up content on that for sure. I'm definitely excited to see this coming in at $200. I was kind of doing like worst case scenario, you know, and did the breakdown, and I figured they wouldn't price it at $265. But then when I went through and totaled up the price of everything, I was like, oh, this is about the same value. So GW, if they wanted to, could come out and hit us with that night pricing. Now, obviously, I am very, very glad they didn't. I'm definitely looking forward to getting my hands on this and getting these guys painted up. Not sure what paint scheme I'm going to go with so far. Only seen a couple of them, so I would imagine when we bust into the codex, there'll be quite a few different choices. I may do something custom. I'm not a huge fan of this color scheme right here. It looks okay. I think the biggest thing for me is to make sure that they don't end up colored too closely to like Gene Stealer Cult. I want to do something unique. I kind of like some of the pictures I saw with the red paint scheme. The red looked pretty good. Maybe I'll go that route. But definitely going to look cool when it's all said and done. So, but yeah, that was definitely some excitement. I was a little bit nervous there what GW is going to do. I am very glad to see them come in at $200. There's plenty of value in this set at roughly, what did I say, $334, and they're charging $200 for it. So it comes into, it's basically a 40% discount. So, you know, right in line with what we typically see on these big boxes. This is definitely a step in the right direction for them. Hopefully they're going to get to the point now. So basically, you know, we saw them just continually raising prices. And then the warcry set came out at $230 after the failure of Ash Waste. And that was even a price raise. And then right afterwards, the Kill Team Into the Dark set came out, and that was back at $210. So it's clear GW has lost its pricing power, and they realize that if they overprice these boxes, they're not selling, and then they completely flop. And then, you know, end up super discounted on the secondhand market. So the fact of the matter is, it makes more sense for GW to just price them reasonably and actually sell a bunch of boxes. So that's obviously what they're doing here. So hopefully it is over with their crazy price increases, and they will get back to more consistency and more realistic or reasonable price levels so that everybody could be happy. I mean, in the end, we don't want GW to give this stuff away for free, but also we know that if they price it too much, people aren't going to buy it. So there has to be a middle ground. And, you know, like the models, hate the models, like GW, hate GW. You have to admit that the actual sculpts and plastic that they sell, provide, create is pretty nice quality, if not, you know, some of or the best quality overall. And then, you know, also the game is very popular and the ranges are very big. So that applies, you know, appeals to a lot of people. So Very happy with this. That is definitely a positive result, and definitely brings a little bit of excitement back. I hope the community is excited as well. If you're going to be picking up the Squats box set at $200 USD or $240 Canadian, let me know down below in the comments. What are you most excited for from this week's pre-orders? Are you going to be picking up any of those books? Are you into reading the books? Is there a particular author that you would recommend? You guys looking forward to the new Goliath Maulers and the new book for them? I always like to hear back from the community. So, but we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. If you enjoyed today's video, if you're into the daily reactions, reviews, news, painting, modeling, conversion, magnetization tutorials, make sure to like and subscribe for daily content for Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, Warcry, Horus Heresy, and all the other goods. But that's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man with this week's official pricing, and I'm out of here.